Happy Monday, everybody. Happy Monday morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you're listening from. But today, let's get into it. What if you're not actually stuck at all? What if you're just tuning in to the same channel over and over again? Here's the thing. You've built something real, but it feels like there's no room to grow. Like you're full. It's just you're full. It's maybe even feel a little heavy, like what am I going to do? I feel stuck at a particular level. I can't break through the ceiling. And it may even feel like you're waking up into your own private Groundhog Day. So today is all about quantum physics and how it proves you're not stuck, you're just observing the same reality. So I'm going to show you how quantum physics and your brain explain why this happens and how you can start tuning into a new reality right now. So here's the science, okay? Wave versus particle. Everything exists as a wave of possibility until you observe it. So your focus collapses one version of reality into your experience. This is the particle. And your brain, your subconscious, filters 11 million bits of data per second. So it doesn't show you what's true. It just shows you what matches your current frequency, your current beliefs, emotions, expectations, which then gives you how the world seems, what you think is possible, what you think is not possible. So now the thing is that we feel like we're chained to something, but you're not chained. You're just plugged into the same program so that it feels like it's Groundhog Day and you're running over and over and over. It's these subconscious loops and this old identity. I call it you're running an old operating system, your old energetic operating system. It's not a lack of strategy or even willpower. You just have an operating system that has these loops, this subconscious loops and this old identity that keeps you, that has gotten you to where you're going, but can't get you beyond that because you're looping with the same identity that got you to where you are now. So now, the moment that you notice that and you observing this same pattern that you've already created, you're starting to create space for change. So some of the steps that you can try is to pause and pattern interrupt. So name that old channel, the scarcity, the overwhelm, the invisibility. What are the things, what's the pattern? What are the same things that you're saying to yourself over and over and over again, like they're the truth? When in reality, when you do create it over and over, when we go to quantum physics, yes, it is the truth because you're in the same old pattern, this where everything exists, this quantum field where everything exists, all the waves of possibilities until you observe it. And what you're observing goes back to the same thing that you see: overwhelm, scarcity, whatever it is. So we've got to interrupt this pattern. And now the next thing that you can try is this frequency flip. So if I were already living at my next level reality, what emotion would I feel? And I invite you to, when you think about that, to breathe into that state for 30 seconds. You know, Tony Robbins talks about changing your state, and you can do this really simply by creating that next level. Like, who would you be? What would the emotion, how would it feel if you were already at that next level? And breathe into that. Notice it. Feel that state for at least 30 seconds. The third thing that you can try to start to flip out of this old operating system is, for the next 24 hours, deliberately look for evidence of the opposite of your current story. So if you're telling yourself it's too late, I can't start over now, or I don't have enough, whatever it is, I don't have enough knowledge, or I don't, I'm not enough, start to look for proof that you are enough, or proof that it's not too late, or proof that you have enough. So I promise you, when you start to look for the opposite, you'll begin to see how your story, your current story, is actually not accurate. So have some fun with this, starting to interrupt this automatic brain pattern that just loops and loops and keeps you at the ceiling for which is possible. Because I promise you can break through. There's more available for you if you want it. So this is the kind of work that I do with women every day, resetting the old programming so your energy matches the life that you actually want. And I use methods like the frequency and the map method to start to impact the operating system and the subconscious beliefs. So you're not stuck. You're just observing the same version of reality. And when you shift your focus and your frequency, the field gives you new options. So if this resonates with you and you're ready to see your own matrix code, I created a free guide just for you, and it's called the Energetic Blueprint Map from Static to Clarity. And it's just a visual guide to your hidden operating system. It's going to go through and see how you run on what I call these 10 sabotaging beliefs and start to shift today. So drop the link map, or sorry, drop the comment map, and I'll get the link to you. So next week, we're going to go deeper out into how the nervous system either anchors you to the old or catapults you into the new. So you don't want to miss that. That's on Thursday. See you then. Bye for now.